One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Big ass, big ass, big ass. 72.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns. Into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second, reload. Hey, Delta.
Here's Brady to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Kill. Hey, Alabama.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Go. Mike 55. I got him. Alert.
Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Good job.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 66. Check the rip.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
They're 180. 380. Alpha.
A first carry now for Khalfani Muhammad. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's caught. This is White. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. He finds Bray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, Delta!
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third and long, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That's right, baby. They don't want
On the carry, it's Muhammad. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, go Orange. Orange. Safety creep.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a third and 8. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
56, the mic, boy, 56.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
From the gun, Rivers. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back, 380. 380.
56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want none. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Rush in, rush in.
Here's Muhammad. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That throw by Brady incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. He's got Jack Doyle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Sugar. Five. Watch the pass. Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99. Here we go. Check Mike, 99. Wait for the edge.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99.
Brady to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, Alabama. Sugar.
25. Kill.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Check 55 for Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike.
Regular. Hey, Foxtrot.
Gatto.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Cloud. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Not today, you are. Not today. Quick the edge. Go.
Go, Bandit.
Again, it's Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
Get ready.
So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't going nowhere. He's checking.
Red Delta!
80 weapons. Safety's creeping.
Plus right.
Hey,
You,
sweet.
you.
Hatch.
They go again with Muhammad. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Cut.
Orange.
Play 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rivers. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right. Round 80.
Mott's 56.
Load it. Jihad.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
190.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sponge.
Load it. Load it. Flex.
Now a give right side. Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready. 380. Hey, Delta. Hey, here we go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, orbit. You better be afraid of me.
Mott's 56. Mott's 50.
Orange 5-4.
Bandit.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check the backer.
Plus right.
Play 56. Mike 56.
We own them. Left. Behind.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Let's go. Deuce. Switch.
Hey, Rocket. Behind.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down.
Wait, set. Wide, 20.
52. All right, T, watch out. All right, E. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 99.
Hey, 66.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie.
57. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the undercut, undercut.
Hey, roll 66.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
57.
Sugar.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Check 37. Check.
Topper. Goal 50.
57's the mic. Watch 57. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check.
Malcolm.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Alpha.
57's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
On 2nd and 9, Brady throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check and reload.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
To number
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to you. Out.
Open man, Butler complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, Alabama.
Mike 55. Come on, D.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 52. 72.
Now Brady again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on for 4th down.
Hey, 66. Bravo.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he's got some space here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
12.
Kill.
Wait, 89.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Set, hut. 18 Gator. Okay. Kill. 6 guys.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go, son.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he's going to be met at about the 43. offense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
49, check 49, check 49.
56. Mike, 56.
Keep it skinny.
56.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Hey, wahoo! Right now, you better bring it.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Mike!
Crunch time, defense.
Bang, 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 bang. Check it out.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Cooks, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Bryce Butler, 74 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rivers here to throw. He's got White here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ozzie! Smooth! 55! Right there, easy! Target!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Chicago, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This ain't nothing for the past.